Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a fish room tour before I finish kind of cleaning this all up and moving everybody around to where I would like them, as well as in the next couple of months I'm planning on getting a whole nother one of these units and adding on. I'll probably be getting a few more pets. I know I'm getting some more reptiles hopefully sometime next month at my first reptile expo. But besides that, you never know when I might set up a new fish tank or do anything like that. I get kind of impulsive when I decide I like a fish. I do a bunch of research and I get a new fish. Currently, I have a bunch of betta fish and I haven't really gone beyond that. I am planning on getting a few more bottom feeders for each of them, as just the low lighting situation has caused a little bit of an issue with some of my tanks. So some bottom feeders would really help me out with some of the substrates. But I am just going to jump into a quick fish room tour, kind of show you guys what this setup looks like right now, and go through my beta sorority, which you can happily go see in my beta sorority video. But for right now, if you just want to take a look at the fish, I'm going to show them to you in this video. So this is the first tank. This is actually my 10-gallon housing my first male beta fish, Wilson. He is a black crown tail that I actually rescued. He had a bad swim bladder issue when I first got him, and I was able to kind of bring him back from that. He just lives on some sand and a couple of hidey holes and some silk plants. That's going to be kind of a reoccurring theme throughout all the tanks, is the silk plants. But he is probably one of my favorite fish that I have right now, just because of the major size difference from when I first got him to now. He definitely loves his new 10-gallon, as well as he might actually be over there chasing his little tank mate. He does live with one Amano shrimp currently, and if you look right above his tank here, what you're seeing, you might see this in a couple of other ones as well. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. That is actually to catch the humidity for another tank that I'm going to be showing you in a minute. So this is a blue veiled tail that we have. This is actually my wife's favorite fish, and this is Ziva. So she lives here next to Wilson in this 5-gallon that used to be my hospital tank. And she is actually in here alone just due to the fact that she is very active, and if someone touches her, like another fish, or even just something kind of bumps against her, she kind of freaks out. She used to have a bunch of plants in there. I'm about to replace all that and get her some new plants. I might even do my first planted tank with her and just see how we can do with some better lights and some living plants. But aside from that, she is just one of the most active fish we have. She really loves having her tank turned back this way. She used to be turned sideways. And we've discovered something kind of funny about these fish. If you turn their tank where the back of the tank faces forward, so like the side, the smallest portion, she didn't seem to understand that there was more water in there, and she would stay toward the front. Now that I've turned it this way, it's almost like she doesn't realize it has sides to it. And don't worry, I know you can probably tell that she's sitting next to Wilson, but there are dividers in between the tanks. They cannot see each other right now. They are just now getting used to being kind of set up over here, so I do have dividers between all of their tanks. So this tank here is Gibbs. I'm sorry if the camera's a little shaky. My tripod can't fit back here in this back corner. He is our newest male beta fish, and he is trying to show off his fins for you right now. I think he's trying to get some food. He is recovering from fin rot, so before I start getting those comments about, did you know this fish has fin rot? Yes, we are aware of that, and we are working on it with him. He is getting much better. So he just lives here. This is a 6.5-gallon hex tank. It's actually a semi-hex. You might be able to see his little divider separating him and Ziva over there, but he is in a 6.5-gallon, so no, this is not one of those smaller tanks. He has quite a bit of water and quite a bit of surface room to move around. And he is very happy in here, even though I am considering upgrading him to a 10-gallon as well. So this is my 20-gallon beta sorority. You can probably tell which one is Koi over there. The blue fish is actually Jade. She's kind of a strange little fish herself. She's one of my more aggressive female betas. And then the crown tail directly above her is Stella. And the black fish you see swimming off, who hates the camera actually. Where is she at? There she is. That would be Abby. And there's one other fish in here who also does not like to be viewed. She just went back there behind the boat. There she is. That silver fish down there is one of my favorites, and that is Sylvia. Almost forgot about this little one. This is Nej, and she lives over here on my desk, is how I almost forgot about her. She is a little beta fry we actually got, and she has definitely grown up quite a bit. I think she's pretty much done growing, so she's an adult now, but she's still very small, so I doubt she will be making any moves into a sorority or anything. She'll more than likely just be staying over here as my little desk buddy. She will stare at you, too. I don't know, if anybody else has a beta fish, can you tell me if your fish just, like, turns around and stares at you sometimes? This fish will spend, like, 5 minutes staring at me. So those are all my tanks right now. Like I said, it's really just a bunch of beta fish. That's as far as I've branched out. I am hoping to do some different tanks in the future. I am researching a few different fish, including saltwater fish. So if that's something you'd like to see, definitely don't forget to hit the subscribe button. But as kind of like a freebie for the fish room tour, I'm going to show you why I have these dehumidifiers hooked up above these fish tanks and why I'm about to order a full room dehumidifier, perhaps a full house unit in case we move things out into other rooms. And that is what is housed directly above my beta fish tanks. I was trying to get a better shot of this, but this is my leopard gecko's enclosure. I'm short and her tank is up high, so let's see if I can get her out of here. Come on. Come say hi. A little upset I woke her up. That is definitely her favorite hiding spot in there. Very simple Exoterra tank, so that is a death glare if I've ever seen it. And back to sleep. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I really only have beta fish in here right now, so it's not much of a fish room tour. It's more of a beta tour. But I am intending to get some more tank mates, bottom feeders, things like that along the future, as well as I want to do some other tanks, maybe freshwater, saltwater, or brackish water, which would be very fitting to say that I live in Louisiana, so a little brackish water tank wouldn't be too far-fetched for me out here. But if you have any ideas on things you want to see in the future, that would be great. I am waiting on a dehumidifier to come so that I don't have to worry about my reptile and my future reptiles that I am planning on getting within the next month or so. I'll be going to my very first reptile expo, and I do plan to vlog that experience, as well as I will be bringing my spouse, who is pretty much scared of reptiles. She has an aversion to them. I don't know that she's actually terrified of them, but she does have a pretty extreme aversion to them, so that'll be funny to watch that I'm bringing her along. So again, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and you're ready for some more.